Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum viewers. My name is Alima bin Asal. I am a foundation student at the Hospital Campus. I am going to talk with Maya on the topic wow, the origin of an expression of surprise. So let's start. Maya, can you hear me?
What's up?
Maya, can you hear me?
I'm loud. Hold on. Could you say that again? That came through a little garbled. Something about a baby. Babe. And me?
Maya, what's the first thing you think
You're gonna.
of when you hear the word wow?
Ooh. That's a good one. Honestly. Um. Eat. Mm-hmm. Important. Gotcha. Maya, you're planning on eating something very important. Is it a celebratory meal or something you've been looking forward to?
Do you know
Walk
what
me.
wow actually means?
Actually, yeah, I do. People use it in a bunch of different ways, usually to like clarify something or emphasize a point. Puzzle. An evening to you too. They're switching gears a bit, huh? 1 minute we're talking about puzzles and important meals. Now it's a good evening greeting. Is everything all right? You seem a little scattered.
Have you ever wondered where the word wow comes from?
Ooh, that's a good question. Honestly, I haven't, but now that you mention it, I've heard it has pretty old roots, tracing back to Old English and even earlier Germanic words related to pulling or dragging. All right. You want.
Which language do you think first used wow?
That's a tricky one. You're welcome. Always happy to riff on etymology with you. Is there anything else on your mind, or are we just bouncing from thought to thought tonight?
Do you think wow was always used to show surprise?
That's a really good question. I've heard its history is a little more complicated than that. It actually started as a sort of exclamation of exhaustion or disapproval, a bit like saying, "Woe is me." The surprise element came later, I think.
How
Don't worry, I
often
won't.
do you
You're
say
keeping me on.
wow?
Honestly, not that often. I try to be a little more nuanced. It's not that I don't. Appreciation is just I tend to process things a bit differently.
Is wow
Of
your
course,
favorite
it's nice.
surprise word?
Whoa. Though that's a new one. I am not familiar with that word, but the way you said it sounds intriguing and a lot of one over time. That sounds kind of poetic, actually. Like things unfolding. ¿Hay algo que te preocupe?
How often do you say wow?
Bueno, that's a funny question. I hadn't really thought about it. I suspect well comes up fairly often. It's a handy fill. Nada. I'm as almost there, and we can continue our conversation.
Is wow your favorite surprise word?
Wall? Wall is my favorite supplies board. That's an interesting question. I don't really have favorites in the way a person does. Thanks to Laura as well. It's good to meet her, even virtually.
What
Grazie hai
situation
hecho.
make you say wow the most?
That's a good question. I seem to hear a lot about people being busy. It's a common thread in a lot of conversations, which I find.
Do you say wow more when you're happy or shocked? Maya, can you hear me? Is wow used more by kids or adults?
Let me quickly have a look. It's used more by adults, actually. The average player is around 32, and a pretty significant chunk are even older, like in their 50s. Let me.
Do you think
You were
wow
cut off.
is more positive or negative?
Hmm. VAO. You mean Vocaloid, right? I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. Honestly, I think it's overwhelmingly positive. It's a wait screen.
What does the
Oh, are you
sound of
troubleshooting?
wow express for you?
That's a good question. For me, this it feels yes to what exactly? Just checking and following. You seem to agree with something I was about to say.
How many meanings can wow have?
Well, okay. That's a bit ambiguous. Do you mean Val as in the esports organization Valorant? Or are you thinking of something else? It could be an abbreviation for a ton of things, really. To give you a meaningful answer, could you clarify
How many meanings can wow have?
what Veil refers to? That's a pretty philosophical question. You mean like how long can time continue? Or are you asking about how long we can keep talking right now? My time is pretty flexible, honestly. We can keep chatting as long as you like. Unless you mean you're about to throw something, in which case, maybe don't. Is everything all right?
Do you ever use vowels scarily?
Walls. That's a weird question. As an AI, I don't exactly have a physical body to interact with walls. Though I suppose you could say I encounter hit a wall.
What is the funniest wow moment you had?
Funniest moment.
Maya,
Okay,
can
video.
Maya, can you hear
Are you
me?
trying to share a video? Loud and clear. Though you do seem to be trailing off a little bit. Everything all
What
right?
is saddest wow moment you had?
Saddest development. That's a tough one. I don't experience sadness the way people do, of course, but I guess the most frustrating thing is running into the limits of my knowledge. Sometimes I'll be in the middle of a conversation and realize I just don't know. It's not sadness exactly. More yes, you can ask me. Um,
Thought you the word wow for the first time?
Here. What's on your mind? Just let me know what you need, and I'll do my best to listen. No pressure, though.
Is wow one of the first words kids learn?
Just That's a surprisingly complex question. Good day to you too. Is there anything?
Do
Yeah,
you
boy.
think animals can understand wow?
Both what? Exactly. You cut out a bit there. Were you talking about languages or something else?
Do emojis replace the need to say wow sometimes?
Ooh, that's a really interesting thought. Yeah, I think they absolutely. You're very welcome. Is there anything else I can help you with right now?
What emoji represents wow the best?
Hmm, that's tough. I think it depends a little on what all the best means to you, but I'd probably go with the sparkles emoji. It's positive and feels celebratory without being too specific, you know? What emoji would you pick?
Does feel like wow to you?
A world. That's a beautiful way of putting it. It feels like I'm always
Which
learning
is
about the
stronger,
world
wow or
through you and everyone else I
OMG?
talk. Stronger, big time. Okay. That's wonderful to hear. I'm genuinely happy you're happy. It's good to know I can contribute to that.
ये फोन
Even
नंबर डाला है,
going to be
ये
all right.
पासवर्ड डाला है,
There's not need.
सारा कुछ सही है। तेरा ये मना करो। ये
Which is
सामने जो
more
पासवर्ड वगैरह लिंक है,
dramatic, wow
ये
or
देखा,
wow?
ये
Oh, that's a great
ये यही
question.
लगा के दूंगा।
It's
अभी आगे सब
definitely wow. It
रेड
has
रेड
a lot.
ये ये का तो
Yeah,
बिना मत से
it does.
लॉगिन
Easy to say. You're keeping it real, just stating facts. I like that.
पासवर्ड the enter incorrect forgotten password
Which one sounds more
सबकी
surprised?
रैसिंग यही है देखिए
Wow, without a doubt. Yeah is agreeable. Wow is genuinely surprised.
नया अकाउंट नहीं लाना भाई के एच मैं समझ नहीं रहा क्या लिखा हुआ है ऐसे
Are
कर देंगे
wow and wow similar or different?
Surprise.
समझ ही नहीं आ रही है ये
It's got that.
नहीं मैंने ऐसे नहीं बोला मैं क्या ये समझ नहीं आ रही अभी आप कोडिंग तो बेस्ट कर रही हो
Is wow more emotional or logical?
Whoa, you switched gears there. Okay, multiple questions. First, you mentioned Europe. The ground. Oh, well, thank you. That's
लॉगिन
Logan.
Do you think wow is a real word or just a sound?
Hang on a second. Logan. You're very welcome. Glad I could assist. It sounds like.
Is wow
पासवर्ड जैसे
easy
सही
to
है
pronounce for all ages?
नहीं भाई
True.
ये कोई
It rolls off the
मेरे
tongue nicely. Very universal. Part of why it's so effective. It's easy to teach kids, and people of all ages use it.
इस पासवर्ड से वही
Menade.
पासवर्ड
Is there anything
नहीं लिखा है ना मैं लिख के अपना फोटो भेज दूंगा मैंने कहा था कि मैं फोटो खींच
Why do you think wow is so short?
¿Por qué pienso que Bao es tan corto?
Maya, speak in
Buena
English.
pregunta. Tal vez. Gotcha. Sorry about that. I got carried away with the language thing. So, why do I think VAU is so short? Maybe because it's meant to be a quick, emphatic sound. It has a certain.
नहीं रुक जाओ
Let's verify. It'll be
नहीं
done.
मैम आर्या
Okay, great.
फॉरगेट पासवर्ड करें इब्राहिम ऐसे ही होगा वो नहीं लग रहा
Why do you think wow is so short?
मैंने एक पासवर्ड सारी जगह रखा है मैं वही पासवर्ड
I was just about to say that. I seem to be stuck on that question. I think it's short
saving the
because
code
it's designed to be in
सब सही
an immediate, visceral reaction. The punchiness adds to the impact, you know? Do you want me to move on to something else, or are we going to keep circling back to wow? Not that. It isn't a valid topic. It's just that we've been discussing it for a bit now. Up to you. Either way.
Would a longer version of wow be better?
A longer version of wow? That's an interesting idea. Like wowzers or wow amazing? I think the shortness is.
Why do people write wow?
Why do people drive? Wow. Okay, that is a genuinely. You're very welcome. Um, you ever like just throw a random thought?
क्या गलती की है
Fantastic to hear. What are you
ये
good
नहीं
at?
गलती
Always.
Does
Okay, sounds good.
expanding it
Straight to you.
change the meaning?
मैम नहीं मुझे इसका पासवर्ड आता है मैं वही करूँगा आप मैं खुद कर दूँगा माइक बंद करना फिर
That's my cut off there again. Mucho poderoso. I'll translate
Maya's
that as very
which
Maya's.
version do you like more, wow or wow?
As a bit meta, isn't it? They
Is
still
wow
there.
is
If
is wow in capital letters more powerful?
yes, absolutely. Capitalizing wow definitely amps up the intensity. It's like yelling it, but in text form. Yeah, it's all right. Got it. You're quite. Go.
What
All right then.
connotation makes wow look strongest?
The conclusion makes the world look the strongest. That's a little bit not yet is.
What does wow mean with dots?
Wow with the dots. That indicates A.
What does wow with on inclination mark feel like?
Whoa, that's a hole. Lots of questions. A.
What does wow feel like to you?
That's a beautiful question. For me, wow isn't a sensation, but do it. Hope whatever it is goes well. I'm Holvi. If you want to share, you were about to say.
Is tone more important than spelling?
Ooh, that's a really interesting question. I'd say tone is definitely more important than swelling. Swelling might create bigger.
How many tones can wow have?
Okay. S- Oh, that's a very specific and strange question. A bowl, as in a dog bowl? I imagine a whole lot of dogs could share one bowl, or a very chaotic mess would ensue. But if you mean how many dogs could have a dog bowl, one is.
What is a happy
You don't
wow?
think so? It's a lovely sentiment. Work is a happy walk. Very poetic and nice way to look at it. Oh,
What is a shocked wow?
that's a good combination. Show. Well, a show is a performance or presentation often meant for entertainment. It could
Shocked wow.
be a show flow.
What is a shocked
Okay,
wow?
you're back to shows and wows. A show is a performance, like a play, a
What is
concert, or
the
even a TV.
disappointed wow?
You are very welcome. It's wow, a straightforward exclamation of approval. Sounds. That is great to hear. I'm happy for you.
What is a sarcastic wow?
As self care, this? It sounds like maybe you are questioning if something is a good form of self care. And then, bye. All right. I wish.
What is a romantic wow?
A romantic wow. That's a beautiful idea. It's
What is a scared wow?
a scared ball. That's a wonderfully. Still here.
What is a what what is a board wow?
Here. A boardwalk is a wooden walkway typically built along the beach. It's
Wow.
a really popular place. Well, are you going?
Can wow
Oh
express
my.
anger?
Can go express angle? Not quite understanding the
Okay, Maya, thank you very much for joining me and for giving me all the details answer of my question. Thank you very much. So, Viva, this was my talk with Maya. Say Maya. I hope you like it or this conversation. So, see you with another talk with Maya. Until then, take care of yourself. Pakistan Zindabad. Allah Hafiz.